For this casserole, I like to use either a Yukon Gold or a red skin potato. I wouldn't use russet for this because russet potatoes are too floury, and when you use them in a casserole, they tend to fall apart. So I want potatoes that are going to hold together. So these are just regular potatoes. You can use all-purpose potatoes. You can use, as I say, the Yukon Golds, or you can use the red skin. So cut them up into 1/4-inch thick slices. You know, in Rome at Easter time, it is really a feast, and Easter is a bigger holiday than Christmas in Rome. So having lamb and having roast potatoes and having artichokes would be a typical dinner that you would have if you were having Easter in Rome. Okay, there are our potatoes. Now we need a casserole dish, buttered. And all we need to do is layer these potatoes in our casserole dish. This is almost like making, scallop potatoes, but this is a much easier way to do it because you're not cooking a milk sauce. This is very simple. So you put a layer of potatoes in the bottom, a little pepper, and some butter. Just a smidge of butter. If you wanted to, you could use olive oil for this as well. And you continue making layers of potatoes. And if you want to do this ahead of time, you can peel the potatoes and hold them in water. Cover them in water, otherwise they will turn brown. And then just drain off the water and cut your potatoes when you're ready to go. A little bit more salt, a little bit more pepper, a little bit more of the butter over the top. And did I tell you that in Italy in general, when you use butter, you use unsalted butter. All butter in Italy is unsalted. Here's my third layer of potatoes. You want 3 or 4 layers of potatoes. These are going to cook at 400 degrees in your oven for about 40 minutes or so. And a little bit more salt, a little bit more of the pepper, and our last layer of potatoes over the top. Now we're just going to put some milk and nutmeg over this, and we're going to bake it in the oven, but we're going to hold this until we get the lamb in the oven because we don't want this to be cooked before the lamb. So that's enough of the potatoes, and then here is our milk. I'm going to add 1 egg to that, to about 1½ cups of milk, and I'm going to give this some fresh grated nutmeg, more in the northern Italian tradition. And then we just want to whisk this up till that egg is really well mixed with the milk. You could use low-fat milk if you wanted to. If you really wanted a rich taste, you could use 50/50 for this. You pour the milk over the potatoes carefully, and you're going to bake this uncovered. This is a lot easier than making scallop potatoes, in my estimation. So that's ready to go, but we're going to set it aside because, of course, we want to put the lamb in first and then put our potatoes in 40 minutes before the lamb is cooked.